Cleveland goes up 1 in the last 2 minutes of that game. You had so many different guys contribute to regaining control. What were the things that stood out to you that last couple minutes?
Well, I think, the big thing was in Jalen's shot making. I think Josh, making great hustle plays. And then you can't say enough about the offensive rebound that Jules got at the end. That was a monster play. And then Quentin making the 2 free throws. So, but look, the rebounding I thought was key for us. They're a terrific team. We know we're going to have to play a lot better than we did tonight.
Coach, you mentioned Josh. Your bench outscored the Cavaliers 37-14. How much of an advantage is your depth?
Well, I think it's huge. I think, I thought that Obi gave us really good minutes, and we got hit with some things tonight. And I think some of the silver lining was the last month we had different guys out, so those other guys had to step in. So Jalen getting into foul trouble early, that changed rotations. Julius, we knew first game back, his rotations were going to be different. I thought Obi gave us really good minutes, and I thought that was huge. The start of the third, I didn't like that, but I liked the way we finished the third. I thought we played really well at the end of the third. And their team, they keep coming at you, so I give them a lot of credit. They play hard, they play tough. Donovan is, a tough cover. You can defend him great, and he still has the ability to make. Garland keeps a lot of pressure on you. They're two bigs, very, very active.
And for Randle, he hasn't played in 17 days. He's working on the ankle recovery. 19-10, 4-2. How would you describe the grit that you got?
Yeah, and the people that are around him, we all know you're going to get everything he has. Julius played in 77 games till he sprained his ankle. He practiced every day. So he doesn't, what you see in the games, what you see in practice, so you're going to get whatever he has. And I knew if he could go, he would go. That's Julius. And so I thought he had a very strong start to the game. And like I said, the rebound was huge.
Does that provide a lift for you when he comes out and not only shows he can play, but he's playing like himself early?
Yeah, I think, the thing is we know how important he is to the team. So I think when everyone's willing to sacrifice and put everything they have into something, that makes you a strong team. And so we had a number of guys, I thought Mitch had some really good plays for us early. I thought Isaiah was terrific throughout. And we need everyone. So everyone has to be willing to sacrifice and put everything they have into it and just find a way to win. Donovan at 38, just a lot of pressure on you at all times. So we got to be ready for that. But we're going to have to play a lot better defensively in the next game.
Tom, what kind of advantage is the way your bench is playing right now? Obviously, even with Quick not having his best game. Just how much of
the same thing like with Quick. I think he's +8 and he didn't shoot well, but we know he can play well when he doesn't shoot well. So guard somebody, make some hustle plays, be in the right help position. We know that we're going to have to fly around. He can do things like that. So if you're not shooting well, just find a way to help the team, and that's what I like about the way he plays.
How about Hart? I mean, he obviously had all the rebounds and defense, but to even hit that shot with like 1:46 remaining.
Yeah, I think you guys have heard, that's what I love about him is when I say playmaker, I'm not talking about traditional sense of the pass. Playmaker is what the game needs. So if you need a big shot, he's going to provide that. You need a big rebound, provide that. Need a stop defensively, provide that. Need a loose ball, that's what he is. He's a playmaker. He's going to make hustle plays, going to make tough plays. He's a great competitor. And he plays to win. There's no agenda other than winning with him.
You guys tonight made a lot of loose ball plays. That second to last offensive rebound, the Argentine one, was kind of a long rebound play. Why were you guys so successful on those?
Well, the first quarter, I thought we were flying around and we had deflected a couple that they had gotten to. And so I think just the pursuit and multiple effort, and that's what you have to do. And oftentimes that's the difference right there. And so give everything you have on every play.
You've been mentioning that you didn't like the defense. What didn't you like about the defense?
the defense, I just felt like we didn't finish as well as we needed to. And so you can get the initial part right, but there's going to be a second and third effort required of you and to stay connected. So whether it's ball pressure, tracing the ball, stunts, reading the ball, moving on the flight of the ball, reading flat drive, penetrating drive, challenge the shot correctly, get back to a body, all those things. And so we can't pick and choose when we do it. And so it has to be on every play.
Mitchell had 38 tonight. What do you think of the way that you guys guarded him?
Yeah, like the thing is, we obviously got to do a lot better, and, he's a tough cover, but we'll take a look at the film and see how we can improve. We know we're going to have to be tougher. We're going to have to play better.
Tom, during the regular season, you hurt them on the glass, and you obviously hurt them again on the glass today. Is that an area, because they're obviously the two guys who are always looking for blocking shots, is that kind of an area you think you guys can do well against them?
The one thing about them is that they're long and they're athletic and they're also quick to the ball. So you got to get a body to them, and so I think for us it's it's one of the things we do well. We've been a good rebounding team all year. We know that that's a big part of our game. So we're going to have to continue to do it, and we're going to have to do it better.
Tom, you mentioned with Julius, you know that you're going to get whatever he's got when he's out there. What kind of lift do you think he gave the group just by being out there to start?
Yeah, a lot. I think when you look at the team and the willingness to commit to the team, so we had, Obi went through a stretch earlier, and he got back as soon as he could, and then Jalen went through a stretch, and he did what he had to do, and then the thing that I like, and then Julius, of course, doing the same thing. You're not replacing Julius and you're not replacing Jalen individually. We have to do that collectively with our team. So your margin of error is smaller. The intensity has to be greater. But I'm proud of the guys that did step in. It's also an opportunity for them to get into different roles and grow. And so that's the way we look at it. And then we want the guy who got injured to put everything he has into the rehab. And I think their dependability is a big part of the league, and to be able to count on each other is important. So we don't want anyone out there who's injured. We don't want to put anyone in harm's way. But if you can give us something, give us what you have, and that's what I'm proud of Julius for. He gave us what he had.
To change up his rotation in his minutes, was that because of his conditioning, or you just careful?
Both. No, he just, we talked about it before the game. Like if you needed to come out, get a breather, and then get back in. So that's basically what we were doing, and it worked out.
Was there a certain amount of minutes you wanted?
No. I mean, there's guidelines. Like what his normal minutes are, and so if he needs a blow, we'll get him out, let him get his breather, get him back in. And I thought Obi gave us really good minutes, so it was good. I thought that helped keep him fresh down the stretch, and it was big time rebound. He got late.
26 points off turnovers for you guys. Cleveland in the regular season wasn't giving up a lot. How big is that in a game on the road? How much of those points matter?
A lot, dude. I mean, we need, every bucket's important. Getting some easy baskets is key. We know how good their defense is. The numbers tell you that. We can see it. So, we have to make sure that, we're doing all we can.